10 years, same routine every single day. And in that decade, this trader has never once repeated the same mistake twice. You have. I have. Most traders have. You take a brutal loss, you write "never again" in your journal, and 2 weeks later, you're staring at the same setup, making the same call, feeling the same regret. It's not because you're undisciplined. It's because of what happens or doesn't happen in the 24 hours after you learn a lesson. And in Tokyo, there's a trader who figured that out a decade ago. His name is Teeshi. He doesn't trade more hours than you. He doesn't use a secret indicator. He just built his entire day around one question: how does a lesson actually stick? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what he does, and you'll be able to start tomorrow morning. Let's call the trader most of us recognize Alex. Alex wakes up 15 minutes before the market opens, grabs coffee, opens 6 charts, and starts scanning. No review, no plan, just reaction. By the first trade of the day, Alex's mind is already scattered, jumping from pair to pair, headline to headline. And when that trade goes wrong, Alex won't remember why. There was never a moment to notice. Teeshi wakes up 90 minutes before the open. And here's the part that sounds like nothing, but changes everything. He doesn't touch his charts for the first hour, 5:30. He's up. No phone, no news, no charts, just quiet. A 10-minute walk outside. Morning light, moving blood, waking the brain up the way it's actually built to wake up, not the way a phone screen wakes it up. Back home, 5 minutes of sitting still. Not meditating, just breathing. Letting yesterday's noise settle. Then he opens yesterday's journal. Not to read it, to recall it. Eyes closed. What did I see? What did I feel? What did I decide? Why did it work or why didn't it? That's called active recall. And it's one of the most well-established memory techniques there is. Forcing your brain to retrieve something strengthens it far more than simply reading it again ever could. After a month of this, Alex has taken 240 trades and can barely describe 5 of them. Teeshi has taken 12 and remembers everyone in detail. One trader is racking up experience. The other is building wisdom. Those are not the same thing. Then Teeshi writes exactly one sentence, not a paragraph, one sentence. Yesterday, pausing before entry saved me from a bad trade. One lesson, one anchor. Then one more sentence for today. Today, I count to 30 before every entry. Not 10 goals. 1. By the time his charts open, Alex is already 3 trades deep and scattered. Teeshi hasn't taken a single trade yet, and he's already ahead. Here's the pattern worth noticing. The morning was never about the market. It was about preparing the mind that has to make the decisions. You can hand someone the best setup in the world, but if their mind is scattered, foggy, and reactive, that setup is wasted. Light, movement, stillness, recall. One intention. That's not a productivity routine. That's memory preparation, done before a single candle even forms. Now the afternoon, and this is where most traders quietly burn themselves out without noticing. Alex sits at the desk from open to close, no breaks. Breaks feel like falling behind. By early afternoon, the focus is gone, and the decisions get sloppy. Revenge trades after a loss, setups that don't actually match the plan. By the close, 14 trades are on the board, and Alex can't fully explain half of them. Teeshi trades in 90-minute blocks. After each one, he stands up and walks for 10 minutes. No phone. No thinking about the trade, just walking. It looks like wasted time. It isn't. Right after you make a decision, your brain is still quietly replaying it in the background, and stepping away doesn't interrupt that process, it protects it. By the close, Teeshi has taken 4 trades. Alex has taken 14. Alex is down 4 figures. Teeshi is up several thousand. Same market, same day, completely different rhythm. There's a word for what Teeshi is doing, ma. It means the space between things, the silence between notes that makes the music mean something. Alex fills every gap with action, terrified of missing something, and ends up seeing everything and remembering nothing. Teeshi lives in the gap. Long stretches of nothing, then one clean trade. That space is not wasted time. It's where discipline actually lives, and Teeshi doesn't just learn a lesson once and move on. He revisits it. Day 1, he learns it. Day 2, he recalls it. Day 4, again. Day 7, again. Each pass carves it in a little deeper, until it stops being something he has to remember and becomes something his hands simply won't let him violate. He learned 3 years ago never to trade the first 15 minutes after major news. He's revisited that lesson more times than he can count, and now his hand won't even click the mouse in that window. Alex learned the same lesson last month, never revisited it, forgot it last week, and paid for it in a single volatile spike. He'll learn it again next month, and forget it again the month after. That's what happens to a lesson with no routine behind it. Now the evening, the part almost every trader skips entirely, and the part that decides whether today was worth anything at all. Most people think the trading day ends when the market closes. Teeshi disagrees. He stays at his desk for 20 more minutes because this is when the brain decides what gets kept and what gets deleted. 3 questions. What did I do well today that I want to remember forever? And he answers it specifically. On trade 2, a 45-second pause let him catch a volume shift he'd have missed rushing in, and that pause alone made him over $11,000. Second question. What mistake do I never want to repeat? On trade 3, he moved his stop because he believed in the setup. Price hit his original stop and kept going, and ego cost him $400 he didn't need to lose. Third, and hardest, if I could keep only one thing from today, what would it be? That question forces a choice, and today it's this. His best trade came after 2 hours of doing absolutely nothing. 15 minutes, total. But those 15 minutes are the difference between a lesson that becomes permanent and a lesson that evaporates by next week. There's real science behind this. Reviewing something right before sleep signals to your brain that it matters. And during deep sleep, that's when short-term experience gets filed into long-term memory. Skip the review, and it's like closing a document without saving it. The work still happened. It just isn't there tomorrow. Alex closes the laptop at 4, scrolls for a few hours, watches something, goes to bed. No review. By next week, today is just gone, and the mistake is still sitting there, waiting to be made again. Teeshi turns his screens off an hour before bed. Reads. Talks. Winds down instead of scrolling down. And before sleep, he sets one tiny goal for tomorrow. Not trade better, but pause 10 seconds before every entry. One thing his brain can actually hold on to and act on under pressure. Here's the truth underneath all of this. Teeshi isn't smarter than Alex. He doesn't have better instincts or a bigger account to start with. What he has is rhythm. A morning that prepares the mind, an afternoon that respects its limits, and an evening that locks the lesson in before sleep erases it. Stack that day after day for 10 years, and the lessons stop being things you have to remember. They become who you are. So if you've ever said, I keep making the same mistake, or I just can't stay disciplined, consider the possibility that it was never about willpower. It was about rhythm. You don't need Teeshi's whole system starting tomorrow. Pick one piece. 10 minutes of morning light before you open a chart, or 15 minutes tonight writing down the one thing you don't want to forget from today. That's it. That's the whole first step. Try it once. Notice the difference. Then let the rhythm do what willpower never could.